What up? I'm back with another one. You know the what the fuck? Oh man, not again. You know the moments I be doing? Hey, it's legendary. Hey yo, look it. It's getting spicy. It's getting spicy because we learning something new every second, every minute along the way. You feel me? We just gonna jump right back into it. That's the best way to do it, because if not, we're gonna miss something.
So no. Faison's never done his own tour in 30 years. Steve Harvey don't do stand-up no more.
Okay.
Cedric doesn't write. I'm sorry, he doesn't write.
Who is Cedric Writers? Who is Cedric Writers? I need answers. Like, if you writing for Cedric, we need to know. Because for one, I didn't even know he still toured. Or things of that nature, like, Faison Love, I only know Faison Love for movies. Turns out he's a comedy.
Rickey Smiley has been playing the same old black woman forever. Like, you can't get a young fan base with that. Like, you gotta be doing karaoke around the country to make that work.
Right.
And he is. But I'm a stand-up comedian. This is my 19th 100 city tour. I'm not gonna have a conversation with these lazy bums that'll take a shortcut.
Talk your shit! Talk it. 19 cities. No, what, 19 season, 100 city tours? Talk it. For one, talk it. You gotta talk it. Talk it. You feel me?
Point, yes, it's easier for you to juice than to get in the gym, but you don't get to bring that body in here talking crazy.
Talk about how good
okay.
What? No, there's too many comics out there that are putting their life on the line to tell these jokes, man.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get to your upbringing. We're going to circle back and we'll get some.
The fact that this is the first question, and we're only damn near 25 minutes in. This is the first question. That's crazy. And now we barely about to get into the upbringing. He came with his own narrative. He already knew what he wanted to talk about. Shannon should have just let him talk. Just let him, like, all right, cool. We gonna sit here and learn something new.
I want to protect him real quick, because you had said for the Kings of Comedy, it was in 2018, 2019, but did you mean 1999? Because it came out in 2000, so I just want to make sure.
No, I didn't. No. So what I meant to say was, remember, he said I couldn't do stand-up anymore. I had 7 TV shows. I said he didn't have any of those TV shows at the time.
I know you talking about Cedric.
Joke stealing from Cedric.
Yeah, Cedric.
Okay,
you had said in 2018, 2019, but it came out in 2000, so I just want to make sure.
Okay, no.
Okay.
What comes out in 2000?
The original Kings of Comedy.
Right. I'm on BET's Comic View, and they're using this as the commercial in 1998. Okay. That's why I'm saying, yeah. So if I said that.
Okay. All right. A little. You know what I'm saying? He messed up a little, like the gears and things of that nature. He knew what he was talking about. He knew it. Don't try to play him. He knew what he was talking about.
Yeah. So
let's go back and clear that up.
Okay.
You said.
Yeah.
I had Cedric on here, and I asked him about the joke stealing, and he said the timeline doesn't add up.
Correct.
To that point, you say.
Right. So he thought that I was just a no-name comedian, and that he could take this joke and nobody would know.
Okay.
The issue was that I had already done this particular joke.
And you can't steal now, because somebody got they shit out now. I heard this before. Get on the internet now, like, oh, be under your comments like, oh, you stole this from this person. You ain't stealing now. You do. This is probably why they ain't really torn and making no moves, because they can't steal how they used to steal. You can go look at a opener, up and coming comedian, just take their jokes and then dip out. You feel me? Go somewhere else and dip out, and then you go, oh, I'm about to tweak this. Yeah, you feel me? That's what he's saying he was doing. He was tweaking he was trying to tweak his jokes, trying to make it seem like he funny, like Mr. Funny Guy. Oh no, we got you, Mr. Funny.
on BET's Comic View twice.
Right.
It had done so well on BET's Comic View that they had made it part of the commercial. So part of the commercial of make sure you tune in to BET was you seeing me doing this joke.
Right.
And this joke is one of those jokes in comedy where you set it up and it takes a little longer to set it up, takes about 3 minutes, but then you're just hitting them with jokes after that because you don't have to set it up.
Right.
Mark Curry had already helped me work on this joke because I thought it was good because I was getting a standing ovation on it. He had me go back in the lab and help me craft it to be an even more powerful joke.
And the fact that he's still giving credit. He's giving credit where credit is due. Do you feel me? Ain't too many people out here that's giving credit like this. You feel me? Like, oh yeah, nah. He could have easily said, yo, he made the joke himself. But the fact that he's giving another person credit, it speaks volume. It speaks volume. Because nobody's out here doing that.
So this is not just a random joke. This is my very best joke, and it's my last joke, and it's my closing joke.
Okay.
1998, I'm doing this joke. It's on Comic View. Cedric comes to the Comedy Store. He watches me in the audience. He comes backstage. He tells me what a great job I did and how much he loves the joke. 2 years later, he's doing that as his last joke on the Kings of Comedy. And he's doing it verbatim. He's just changed my car into a spaceship.
Whoa! He thought he ate with that one, huh? You thought you ate with that one, Cedric, huh? But he on your ass now. Oh, and it doesn't add up. The timeline doesn't add up. No. One thing a person gonna do, they gonna bring facts. And we getting facts. The fact of the matter is, he's a thief. And we don't need thieves around circling a block. That's what it is. A thief is gonna thief.
Him and Steve had already apologized for me, so I gave him a pass for a decade. Why would you sit here and be like, I saw Katt 30 times, and Katt didn't do, as I stand before you, Shannon. I would have bust Cedric's stomach. There was nothing that would have kept me from one of these in that patch right there. Like, are you kidding me? Why would you downplay me like that? Why did I give you a pass if you were just gonna lie?
And this is why you can't give people passes. You really gotta put hands on them. Because giving them passes, they gonna play in your face. And that's what he did. He played in this man's face. Made him believe it was something that it wasn't. And playing in his face. That is no way no. No.
And so that's what I'm saying. Like, they're all a group. Cedric, Steve, Rickey, they've been a group. Everybody knows that. They've been aligned. And there are these alliances in comedy. And if you stand against them, then they sometimes have a problem. But we don't let that change the content, because that's all you know me for, is that I'm quite likely to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
So help me. God. Yeah.
Can you believe we're this deep into...
Yeah. So help me. You feel me? I mean, a person that's popping they thing right there, they telling the factual of the matter is, you feel me? I don't know. It's still a little questionable, but if he did give you a pass, why did you get on the couch like a walrus and lie? Why?
NFL season, we got to make every second count. With DraftKings Sportsbook, you can
fuck them. I ain't saying no names, but the fact that you trying to lie to me about sports betting, because they be stealing money. They be stealing money. There's some thieves in themselves, them upright selves. Because for one, why the hell I can't just bet on the game? Why I just can't bet on the game? You trying to tell me, oh, do you think this person is about to get plus or minus points? I don't care. I don't care about that. I just want to pick out and figure out, like, oh, do I think the Lakers or the Warriors is going to win? Warriors. That's that. I want to keep it simple. By how many points? I'll probably mess around and do that. Probably not, because what if they win by 1? But still, the Warriors won. But I said they gonna win by 5, and now you took my money. You're a thief. You're a thief. I wouldn't trust it. I wouldn't trust it. But let's get back into the video.
Most out of every game day. Bet on your favorite teams for a shot at winning big bucks.
Not me.
New customers can score 150
Not me.
instantly in bonus bets for betting
Not I.
any matchup.
Not
Guarantee
I.
action with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports
Not
betting
I.
partner of the NFL. Download the.
But if they want to give me a sponsor, I dead ass would be like, join these people. But not I. At this point, not I.
Now, use code Shannon. New customers can score 150 instantly in bonus bets for betting just $5 on the NFL. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook with code Shannon. The crown is yours. Let's get to your upbringing. Born in Cincinnati, Ohio, raised in Dayton, Ohio. What?
The fact that he took 30 minutes to try to get into the upbringing is wild. It's beyond me. It's beyond me. We barely trying to figure out his upbringing. It's wild.
Katt Williams' upbringing like? Your parents were Jehovah's Witness. You were a prodigy. You were brilliant. You talked to...
And me personally, that's what we need to look into. Why all these people that's in the entertainment business, not all of them, but most of them, half of them, why y'all Jehovah's Witness? Why? What we need to know. I don't know. Somebody was saying that that's how y'all be. I'm a millionaire. But I don't know. I don't know.
That you got accepted to college at 7 years of age. You can read fluently at 3 years of age. So having that kind of knowledge.
7 years of age got accepted into college is wild. That means that they didn't really know nothing. The bare minimum was bare minimum. At 3 years old you was reading? What year was he born? Because I don't even think, no, ain't no way no. Because for one, when you honestly think about it, when the heck was college brought up? When was that a thing? Because for one, when you honestly sit back and think about it, like, yo, if you teaching me when you barely just learned how to read 5 years ago, how are you a professor? It doesn't make sense. So you're trying to tell me he was accepted into college at 7? The bar was low. It was to the floor, probably like an inch off the curve, Ain't no way. Unless I heard that wrong, but I couldn't hear that wrong. But that's what he said.
That kind of prodigy, or so. What was what was your upbringing? How was it? How was life as Katt Williams Crunk coming up?
I was often confused because I knew things and I wasn't sure how I knew them.
Okay.
I knew things that I felt like I don't have a reason that I know this, but I love to read. I was voracious because they told me when I was young that knowledge was powerful.
Facts.
That knowledge was power, and I had studied powerful people, and I really believed that. I immediately, my next project was to read the whole encyclopedia set. So when you're like 6,
that person different. A person that's reading a whole encyclopedia is crazy. It's crazy in itself because like now you know how to talk about me. And like you breaking it down, you like using different, like dang, you talked about me, you said the same word different in different wordings. That don't even make whatever.
Years old, you read the whole encyclopedia, said you think you one of the smartest people in the world,
right,
only to get out in the world and find out you don't know anything. You know, so it was a confusing time, but yeah, I had a childhood. I was grown, but I at 5 years old, I was in front of 10,000 people giving a performance with a full suit and tie on.
That's interesting.
I mean? So it came full circle for my life. I knew that the applause and the giving of information and laughs and truth to people somehow benefited them and also benefited you. And yeah, so when they would ask me what I wanted to be, everything that I would say that I wanted to be was something that didn't exist.
Ooh.
And they would never give me credit for it because I needed to say a doctor or a lawyer.
Facts. If you wasn't trying to be a doctor or a lawyer, you wasn't trying to be nothing. That's how they looked at it. They would dead ass try to like downplay your dreams. If you saying you wasn't trying to be one of these things, it's very interesting. Schooling system, we need to tweak that out right now. We need to tweak it out because how y'all encouraged me when I was a kid, yo, you could be anything you want to be, and then when you get of age, now it's just like, nope, you need to think more realistic. You was a believing this nonsense when I said I wanted to be a walrus on the count like a walrus.
It's not what I wanted to be.
So your parents weren't as supportive as you would have hoped because you were wanting to be things when you got older that they had no knowledge of or it didn't exist at the time.
Hey, look it. If your parents didn't believe in you, like, is that like really hard? It's heartbreaking, right? So if his parents was telling him that he couldn't even believe what he wanted to believe in or do what he wanted to do, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. But this is where we at with life. This is where we at with life.
No, it wasn't that. It was. I'm saying I'm almost 100 years old right now, but if we go outside right now, I can run a 4.340 or sub. I can do a 4.16 if I'm
there's Jimmy John's across the street. We can order a sub.
But so back then,
why he try to play him? Why he try to play him like he ain't really like he ain't really built like that. Why he trying to play him like that? That's crazy. He different.
Even greater. So you got this guy that all the coaches want to play.
Man, Cass, don't do that.
Hold on, because I'm 5'5" in the 5th grade. I've been this size my whole life. Like there was a portion of school where I was one of the big dudes. Like it just. As soon as everybody caught their growth spurt, I was out of there.
Yeah.
But I'm saying I was a competitive individual. My father was an athlete.
I can see that.
Like, no, I've been 145 pounds my whole career. That's why I never bothered when they said, Katt's on drugs. I knew, how you gonna prove that?
Hey, that's true. Like if you ain't never got husky out here, how can a person say you on drugs? How? Like, because if you go look back, if he always been small and slender, you can't say this man on them drugs. You can't say he playing with his nose because then you'll have to have proof. Like if he started off big and then he just got he own it. He playing with that booger sugar. In my opinion. And his opinion too, because he said, yo, you can't prove it if it didn't happen.
My body is a temple.
I've been the same size since I was 10.
Like, what do you, like, I haven't changed off this pivot foot. This has always been who I was before stand-up or anything. But it was an interesting childhood. I appreciate my parents, even though I couldn't live within the religious frameworks of what they had set up. But that was more not wanting to live a double life. And now,
so he's saying like because his parents was living that Jehovah Witness life, he couldn't partake in it because he felt like he would have been lying to himself. Do y'all feel like y'all be lying to yourself when y'all be living these double lives? Like, are you just go out and tell your parents like, yo, you doing this, you doing that? Or it's just like a secret? Your secret's safe with me, but just comment down below.
embarrass my family. You know what I mean?
Because I read where a form of punishment for you is that they would take books because you mentioned you were such a voracious reader. And a form of punishment was when they would take the books for them because you could read fluently. You told me how in like 3 or 4 years.
That's interesting. That a punishment is to take a book. Like you really wanted to stop him from expanding his knowledge so bad that you was just like, yo, oh, you don't want to listen? Cool. I'm going to take this book away from you and we're going to see how well you're managing now. That's crazy. And then it's just like, what was the point of it? Like the fact that knowledge